Oh man, you guys caught me drinking my Tendy juice. How's it going? Thanks for bearing with me. I was just on Max Mayer's channel. He's still live streaming fresh. He's the Stunk Jesus. He is the Neandernaut. He is a cool guy. A long time ago, by which I mean a week ago, I had the opportunity to be featured on his channel when he was doing a live stream, and he stumbled upon my video explaining GameStop. And now, just 2 weeks later, I had the opportunity to go on his show. If you guys haven't had a pleasure of meeting me quite yet, or perhaps if you are from Max's channel, hey, my name is Andrew, and this is Meatball in the Flesh. We are looking at a crazy price change in, CCIV, of course, but we're looking at a crazy price change in GME. While I wasn't here a second ago, we were looking at $130-ish, at a high of 133.90-ish, or 133 and change. That is a rise of 30%, and that is, I don't have many words for it other than cool, awesome. All right, we just got 2,000 more subscribers off of 20,000 in the last week. So that means, hey, thank you. Thank you so much. We just got to 20,000 subscribers yesterday. It means that you guys are hitting that subscribe button, making sure that you hit that bell button too, because we are constantly here. And now I'm going to look through the live chat to make sure that we are talking to some of you. Oh, it looks like Jack Jones found the DFV emoji. How's it going? Cyril Guitar. We got Neko. We got Annie Course TV. We got Jeff Henry, Cam Chandler. We got Ace. We got Jillian Marchioli, James Malmquist. We got JT Rose. Stuff to watch now, maybe. Natsu Akemi, and Zalin Molin R. Hey, how's it going, guys? Hey, looks like someone just joined as a member. That is a Voxier. He just upgraded to the highest tier that I have, and Jack Jones just gave a crazy super. This is huge, which means we're gonna have two big treats for Meatball. Every smash of the like button and every super feeds a hungry Meatball, so I do appreciate it. Welcome to the NBA, the Meatball Army. If you do appreciate a Meatball, go ahead and give this channel a Meatball sub. I can't stop making these funny jokes. If you are an artist or know an artist, I'm looking for some fun channel art. Maybe maybe a Meatball sub or a Meatball Army looking for the thumbnails. Because we are right off to the races, looking right as I sat down. The GameStop has already risen another $5. It is still hovering around that 20% up on the day. This is big. This is really good. This is really good for us. And if you guys saw the live stream this morning, I was talking about the attacks on another Jack Jones super. Thank you, man. Let's make it 4 treats. One more, and that makes 3, and one more, that makes 4. Humongous. Jack Jones. Humongous, man. Thank you for the super. We are already getting hype as heck. 700 of you currently, which means, hey, you decided to spend a couple of minutes of your day with us. I appreciate that. It looks like that we are going to have some good mojo here. We're also going to look at some of your doges. If you want to send me your dog, I want to see them. Someone's sending me pictures of not dogs. Don't send me pictures of not dogs. I only want to see pictures of dogs. Thank you for the super trays. Trey is here. Trey, recognized real man. You're a G. Love the channel. One of the easiest subs I've ever made. Can you believe Trey is in the house? Trey, we gotta get a collab going. I was just on Max's channel. I'm heading over to Matt Kors' channel sometime this week. We gotta get a collab going, man. You're welcome anytime to come on this channel. Trey, if you are currently watching, go ahead and send me an email let's make this easy, Trey. You are the man. Send me an email at andrewmobusiness@gmail.com. This is my business only email. Do not send me anything on that email unless it's business. If you do want to send a picture of your dog, please send it to me on Instagram at andrewmomoney, and we are off to the races. Almost 800 of you here. We are talking to Doug here. This is Lucky One Photos. The one is a number here, and we're looking at Kimono. This is Texas last week. Texas, I cannot believe you guys are seeing so much snow. I hope you guys are staying safe because this is Kimono, and Kimono is here with us. Try not to spam the chat. Do not spam the chat. Not a freaking dead cat. Jack Jones back at it again. Can you gift memberships? Who do you want to give a member to? Because Jack, I wish I knew how. If there's a way to gift a membership, I will look into it. But thank you, Jack, for another super. That's another treat for Meatball. And I'm going to give Meatball a treat for Trey's epic, very generous super. I can't believe the Trey Trades is on this show. Dang, if you guys haven't a chance to check him out yet, he makes some of the best videos, not only about GME AMC, but stonks in general. He is making high energy moves, and we love him for it. Thank him so much for showing up and making those videos. Let's talk AMC. Eyes Wide Shut says, let's do a brief AMC analysis. That level of resistance I had marked exactly is where AMC is being rejected by. We saw it peak above that $9.14 figure, but it was quickly rejected at $9.45, and now it is hovering around 14% up, and that is still good. Do not think that this is a small feat. For example, a lot of people are talking about Rocket here, RKT. It's only up 10% today. If you're thinking about like a substantial stock, a blue chip stock, there's a PayPal here. It's only up 5%. If you're thinking about an even more substantial blue chip stock, you're looking at Amazon. That's only up a 1.5%. Now you look at the big boys. You look at GME. You look at Big Chad Energy GME. It has 21% up. Not quite 30%, but we can hope. We can try. Luke Wilmer, thank you for joining the Meatball Army, the MBA. That's because Luke pressed the join button right next to the subscribe button, and we thank him for it. So it really supports the stream and makes it so that I can hold my pee even longer. Make sure to hold your pee, guys. We are trying to hit the moon here. Trey is the Gorilla Gang leader, says Rakora. Jillian Marchioli says Meatball subs unite. Meatball subs. It's one of my favorite things that just started today. Oh my goodness. MVISEU says a lot of cool interaction between smooth-brained apes here. I agree. This is one of the best live chats in the entire place. We got good speed. We got the ability to read. We got 1,000 of you chilling here. 200 likes for Meatball. Every like goes to feed a hungry Meatball. Thank you, guys. Jack Jones says, surely we're allowed to spam this. DFVs in the chat. I do not mind. You can also spam pictures of me and Meatball by going and pressing : the boys : you can also : pog. You can also : what is that? What is left? No, that's basically it. We got 10Ds as well. Let's see. The Spiz says, Andrew, is there a way to Venmo and be added to members list? I've been trying to join for a week and nothing is popping up. Boy, oh boy, do I want to be able to add you manually as a member. I'm not sure how to, but you know what? Message me on Instagram or message me somewhere else and we'll figure it out together. But if you did want to give a direct donation to the Andrew Mo Money Gang, to the Meatball Army, the PayPal and Venmo is at AndrewCoin, no space, no hyphen. That is just the best way to be able to make sure that your donation goes directly to Meatball in the form of a treat. 30% of all supers do end up going to YouTube, and that's just an aftermath of YouTube being a generous host here. Wen Long Sung, thank you for the super. Will it skyrocket in after hours or will it drop in your opinion? I think after hours has only been good for GameStop. Honestly, every time we allow it to keep it riding, right? After hours and pre-market, it has been favorable for GameStop. This could be one of two reasons. One, the unknown institutions could be playing us playing us dirty, right? They could be trying to inflate the price so that some other stuff happens and we can't control it when the price gets too out of control. Now, that's conspiracy theories aside, it's most likely just people with a little bit more experience who understand all the research being done about GameStop and just think that they like the stock. If you do want access to after hours just like me, or the ability to look at these technical analyses with this free tool that I have, it's called WeBull. Go ahead and grab yours in the description that is linked in the comment section or the description itself. Oh boy, Adric, how's it going, man? Hey, did you hear that? Did you hear how I shouted out Adric in the Max Maher live stream? He says, "When will the Tendy Man arrive at my door?" Check him. Check right now. Go to your door, and check your door right now. Let's see, BB DFE. If you're here, donate this champ $69. I do appreciate every $69 donation, even though I don't think I've had one yet. Jack Jones, another super. 30% is a joke. That's 30 pounds. Sorry, man. 30%. 30% is no joke. $100,000 is no joke. GameStop is starting to fall below that 20% figure, so I will have to update my title. It did seem like it was up 30%, and now is only just up 17%. Let's keep it tight. Let's keep it fresh. Up 17% at market close? Well, let's find out. Roberto Gamma, good work over the weekend. I was so surprised Josh joined in. The videos have been awesome. Keep it up, Josh. Sorry, Roberto, I think you're the cool guy here. Thank you for the comment. Let's see. Ancient Adamo, GME 100,000 is not a meme to the moon. If you guys are curious, I am starting to chunk up the interview live stream that I had with Josh. If you do want to see that, if you like that, I have like 10 more, because each question, even though it only is like 90 seconds, it does end up answering a lot of questions that you guys have on a consistent basis. So that's why I want to be able to make sure that you guys are well taken care of. You don't have to go search through the live stream. I will do it for you. Let me take the burden of having to figure out where the timestamp is and when Josh answered these questions. Now, if you did watch this morning's live stream, a lot of Josh's research has been now called into question. I'm not going to ask him about it. I'm not going to bother him on his time off. If he does want to come back on the show, he is more than welcome. He is more than welcome any time. Nimbus, man, calculate at the speed of lightning. He doesn't need a calculator. His brain is nuts. What am I calculating right now? Dudes and dudettes, we're up 20% today. What a day. GME has such high expectations. Says stuff to watch now, maybe. Max Mayer, good guy. Yeah, stonk Jesus. Heck yeah. Jen's 1988 says, will I buy a Lambo later? It depends on how much later, but yeah, if you guys want to see me buy a Lambo and live stream it, let's do it. Eric Wheeler says, I follow Andrew and Trey Trades, Gorilla Gang. Gorilla Gang represent. If you were a Gorilla Gang right now in the comments, go tell me. Go tell me you're a Gorilla Gang. Tell me how you found me. Tell me when you found me. Tell me how you love smashing that subscribe button, because we love Trey as much as Trey loves stonks. That is the truth right there. Okay, so we got what we got. We got Bitcoin climbing up crazy heights, 48,000. That's not a joke, you know. It did go a little higher today, but that's still up a significant amount from the weekend. Yesterday was all the way down, almost down to 43,000. The caution to the wind says, you need to restart the stream to give GME the end of the day boost we all want. I wish you know what, maybe I'll just leave and then I'll just come back, and then I'll give GME the boost we're looking for. 15 minutes until the market closes, and we are getting hype. Alexandro Tamayo says, I don't know if anyone mentioned that Uncle Bruce says he'd be open to a collab. Uncle Bruce, you know the email to send me. It's called andrewmobusiness@gmail.com. Send me an email, but it gotta be business. If there's no business in it, I'm not answering it, okay? One of no other. Hi, Andrew. Can you explain the call options? It seems hedgies were shorting GME last week to keep it below 125 to 15 to avoid them getting in the money for options, but didn't it already hit those strikes at 180 plus? Well, the thing is that new call options, the thing about call options is that we are looking at whether or not the expiration date on that day of the price closes in the money. And that is why it was so important for us to be able to close above $100. We celebrated. We had a whole 30-minute celebration. You guys watched it. That was fun. I'm glad of that video had so much love from you guys. Hopefully that answers your question. We'll have no other. Nick Gangali says, please don't buy a Lambo. You should be a good example and reinvest the funds and perhaps donate some to needy. Just my thoughts. I think so too, Nick. I think so too. When we're on the moon, we're going to be donating like Mr. Beast. This is going to be a new Mr. Beast channel, honestly. Sky Mai says, Grandma Gorilla been here about 2 weeks. Good afternoon, Grandma Gorilla. Thank you for joining. Is Trey still in here? People saying, Trey! Yeah, Trey, let's go. Michaela Bass says, please feed Meatball and shout me out, please. Michaela Bass, is it your birthday? Is it your Tendy day? Is it your, what day is it? I'll say whatever you want. I'm reading the live stream because we want to be part of this community. GameStop is still up a solid 17%. We are looking to see why it was rejected at $130 and change, because usually it has a resistance level of 140. It was rejected by that at the beginning of the market on Friday. It has hit that a couple of times, including back on the 25th on Thursday. It's confusing. Why was it rejected at 133? Well, we're going to have to do a little bit more technical analysis to fully understand it. Kevin Miller says, just found you from Max's stream, so it worked. Oh, that's perfect. Hey, if you guys are from the, what are you guys called? The Stonk Jesus channel, go ahead and tickle that subscribe button. Welcome to the Meatball Army. Go ahead and give ourselves a Meatball sub right below. It'll help Meatball because he is always just a hungry little doge. Annie Course TV says, I heard that you are looking for a design for your dog, so I sent you my portfolio link. Oh, he's a designer in 3D animation industry. Heck yeah, let's look at some models. Oh, someone's giving me a pen. P-E-N. Pen 15. Pen 16. It would have been funny if you gave me a Pen 15 super chat. Kidding aside, an investment channel where a percentage of the profits went to charity would be hella cool. Heck yeah. I want to be the Mr. Beast of finance. That would be amazing. Giving out Lambos, giving people Uber rides, and then giving those Lambos away. That'd be pretty cool. Jack Jones, 250 shares at 65-ish, holding for 5K a share. Jack Jones is trying to set the record for the most supers ever given. What a generous guy. Thank you for supporting the stream. Play the OJs in the background. I wish I could, but I can't play any copyrighted music. Oh man, Trey was in here. Yeah, he was. He gave a super earlier. That was dope. That was amazing. Can we get a V-shaped recovery in the last 10 minutes? I really do hope so. Do I have to leave? Do I have to leave for a hot second? It seems like GameStop is only up 15% now. It was all the way up to 30%. Just squeezed at that $134, rejected at that price, and now is facing a pretty major sell-off in the last 10 minutes. We are looking at the Meatball Army currently trying to cross our fingers. We want a good day. We want those tendies. Kilobyte says, what's up, Andrew? How's it going? Guernica, you, Bruce, Trey, might be too busy right now for a collaboration, understandably. No. Trey seems like he's down for a collab. Bruce said he's down for a collab. Let's make it happen. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh my god, the dog is real. Hi, Floof. Meatball, are you real? He's just like, what is reality anymore? Usually at market close, we have a dog to give us good praises. We are looking at this dog. His name is Kemono in Texas from Lucky One Photos. Some love about Lucky One Photos there. Let me see if I can pull up another dog to see if we can get some praises. Kai Larso, you were asking about me featuring your dog all the way back on Thursday. Kai Larso, you finally get the chance. I'm finally making my way around. This is Kai Larso's dog. This is similar vibe to the Sundial ET looking dog, Albert from Adrix, so let's give him a chance to give us some good luck. Please, Kai Larso's dog, give us the good tendies for 120 plus closing price. Oh my goodness. Hungry Howie, why is Jimmy dropping like a fat girl off a cliff right now? I think anyone would drop off a cliff, not just fat people. Let's see, we got Puff Puff Swag, have you looked into NGA? I will look into it soon. Jack Jones giving the emojis a run for their money. Mr. Butter Venom, where can I find a good picture of Meatball so I can get a reference for that tattoo? Email me or send me a message on Instagram, but definitely don't get a tattoo of Meatball if I'm not there, because I want to be there. At the very least, I want to live stream into that tattoo parlor. Oh, man. We are not quite done today. 10 minutes on the clock. We are looking good. We are looking strong. GameStop is trying to close, hoping to close, crossing its fingers to close. We have Nightcal. What's going on? Who's the 3D artist? I need to network. Hey, 3D artists unite. Go and talk to each other in the comments. We got Natsu Ekemi. Do we agree that even if the price tanks in the next days, it doesn't really change anything for our perspective for the end of the month? It's my opinion, but I don't know how to boil water. I've never heard of I don't know how to boil water, but that's going to be a new catchphrase for the channel. Thank you. We are just smooth-brained apes, not giving any financial advice because we cannot give any financial advice. We are not financial advisors. What I'm going to do right now for you guys is I'm going to leave. I'm going to come back in 30 seconds from the little boy's room. For now, you can look at Meatball sleeping, because normally when I come back, the price of GameStop rockets. So for now, just bear with me. I'm going to do this whole elaborate scene. You're going to love it. Just a second. Stay there. Stay. Okay. Ready? How's it going, guys? We just started the live stream. It's because we're giving this good energy to GameStop, which is why it's about to blow up. Okay, still up 17%. That's fine. GameStop, usually, last time I was here, 5 minutes before market close, decided to start blowing the heck up. So the 1,500 of you in here, give the stream some likes, give the stream some love. Let's see if we can get it out to as many apes as possible. Oh, man. Andrew, the meat block. Meatball, it's this block of space, and then we have this emoji and this emoji, but Meatball is getting the real block right there. Oh, man. Come on, GME, now's your time to fly. Andrew isn't looking. Come on, it was your time. Up above 120. You see how this works? You see how we did it together? That's what we're talking about. Oh my goodness, this is the way. Let's get going here. Lord Weird, hello guys. The moderator is in the house. Don't do anything spammy. We got Swearing Koala. Just invest what you're willing to lose and never think about selling. That's what everyone needs to do. So true. So true. Okay. Spam F. We can't see Doggo. Doggo is in the way. It's working. Scooter McDuder. Is the curse of Strahd in that? Yes, it is. It's the curse of Strahd right here behind me. That is the way. This is the way. We are reversal testing 125 again. Stupid chair. My chair is blocking the curse of Strahd. What is this magic? New chair for Andrew movement. Tesla Andrew. Wait, hold on. What am I doing? Am I doing something wrong, guys? Let's see. I'd like to see this chair collab with Matt Core's chair. Would be amazing. Yes, please give me a collab with Matt's chair. Nick Gangali says, hi, Andrew. I own a small tech firm and would love to help you build a custom website for you. I had some ideas as well. Currently working on a stock discussion app similar to StockTwits. Nick, that sounds like you want to send me an email at a business email at andrewmobusiness at gmail.com. Nick, let's talk. We are looking at GameStop. 4 more minutes on the clock. It is getting exciting. We are above 120. We are staying at above 120. It is a good time. We got Kai Larso's dog currently with us right now. He's giving us the good, the good. Let me see. You blocked your dog when you left. Oh no, I blocked my dog when I left. Oh no. I'm so sorry. A big F in the chat. Meatball, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to block you. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, we are looking at the final minutes before the scary end. Market close is looking at $120 reduced, and it is currently hovering at this price. Now, this is more of a mental barrier than an actual technical level of support and resistance. We are just having some trouble making it over $120. Could be anything. Could be me, could be you, but right now we are going to go nutso if it stays above 120. We're going to celebrate each inch that we fight. We are going to look at the 18% up on the day and say, hell yeah. We can also look at AMC as well right now. Where are we right now? 12% up on AMC, looking like it's going to close above $9. That is beautiful. That's amazing. GME is above 120, staying there. It's that mental barrier. AMC is staying above $9. That's that mental barrier too. Let's see. We got Eric Boehm. How and when would we know when the options have been bought? Darren McIntyre says, hey, say hello to my son. He's 14 today and invested his birthday money in GME. Good. Happy birthday, Darren McIntyre's son. Lord Weird, for fun, let's just hype ourselves up for 120. Yeah, this is just fun. This is just collective effervescence. We are trying to go crazy because GME made it out of the woodwork today with 18% up, closing in on 19% up. It's a good feeling. We are doing it. We are pushing for that price, and we love to see it. Now, this is starting to seem like a brand new level of resistance and support. It seems like we were hovering around this price as well a couple of days ago. On Friday, we were hovering around that during market open. So it may be that 120 is the brand new level of resistance that we are having trouble passing. Scooter McDuder is in the house. Gio Franco is in the house. Bonkers. Let's see. So we got no bicycles, says Jax. What does that mean? Lord Weird says, hearing Meat Kevin saying, come on, push it. Buying the dip. Come on, guys. Come on, push it. Buying the dip. That's my bootleg version of that song. Come on, guys, let's get going. Let's get a lot of energy in this. We got 1,700. That's because you guys are pushing it out to as many apes as you can see. You are hitting that like button. You are making sure that we are feeling the energy for the last minute. We got a dog here, Kai Larso's dog. Give us energy for this final 1 minute push. We are going to make it. 120 support, 120 resistance. We are being supported at this number. AMC is actually going up 20 more cents above $9. That's a great sign. We got $120 on GameStop. Just push a couple more cents. AMC is on $9.20. That's up 15%. This is a good feeling. We are up consistently at 17% on the day. This is good, and it seems like we're about to close. And we're closed. $119.50. Now, don't be discouraged that this wasn't above 120. It's not like the last trading day on Friday. We had a number to beat for all of those contracts expiring. We are just in a great place. This is up 17.46%, like the title of the video says. And it always has said it. But AMC is also in a great place as well, up 14.86%. We are looking at double digits for AMC and GME once again. This is a great day for both of these stocks. Brian Cho, sent my girlfriend to the corner so I can buy more stinks. Matthew Smith, can we get you to feed Meatball a meatball? It would have to be cooked by me because I don't trust any of the preservatives and other spice ingredients in normal meatballs. We got Gio Franco saying so close. AMC is up to $9.20. GameStop unfortunately stopped 50 cents short of 120. Feels bad, but in essence, remember, these prices are just small incremental rises. The more GameStop rises, the more contracts are going to be in the money leading up to the quadruple witching day, and we like to see that. If you guys have seen that counter DD that we saw read earlier this morning, I'm going to be releasing a clip of that. It's a long video, but I hope you guys watch it all the way through once again to get a better sense of exactly why Josh's DD is being called into question and make your own decisions upon why you think GameStop is going to squeeze or not going to squeeze on March 19th. That is the date currently. Everyone tattoo it onto your calendars. March 19th, there it is. Hungry Howie talking about check after hours 1, 2, and 3 hours after and do the average, but morning trade more important on tomorrow. That's true. We got, who is that stupid Greg that disliked? Oh, Greg's. Sky Guy Gaming says, didn't listen to you, Andrew. I didn't minimize regret. No, that's the catchphrase of the show. He bought a contract for $50 at a $200 strike price expiring this Friday. When GME went up to 180, he was up 8,000, did not sell. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Brian Gingerlow, volume numbers are low on AMC GME. Def held it back today. Lottery stock's been here since 7K subs. Crazy to watch you grow. I'll always stay here. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Also, if anyone in the chat wants to check out their channel, that'd be dope too, man. God, stay safe. Go check out Lottery Stocks. They are a small channel. I remember being a small channel. I was only at 5,000 subs maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and before that I was at 2,000 subs. You guys are the best family that a guy could ask for, a dog could ask for, and a doge could ask for. So I really appreciate you guys chilling with us each day, talking about stocks, learning, investing in yourself, being a better version of you every single day. Let's pull up this stonk looking chart. Let's also pull up this. Oh no, that's just dog. Let's pull up this so that we can have the stock showing off. This was for the Zoom call with Josh, and I want to transform this so that I can see more of the right. There we go. So we're looking at GME after hours. How do I want to see this best? I'm just going to put it here. You guys can continue looking at that GME. There's nothing over there except that Battle Axe guitar anyway. Let's see. The UI says 119.50, but Google says 120.40. Why the discrepancy? That's a good question. WeBull is usually the source of truth that I want to trust, but let me know why Google. Let me know if anyone else sees a discrepancy too. Did I go to school in Pennsylvania? I did not. I went to the University of Chicago for both my master's and my bachelor's. Oh boy. Good question about that discrepancy, though. Google lies. Who knows which is more accurate? Either way, it's just $1 off. It doesn't change a ton of in the macro sense. Doesn't change a ton. Let's get another Doge up here. We're always looking at more Doges. Let's get Kai Larso's dog was graced us with his presence, and now we have Sarah Connor's fit. Sarah Connor's fit is a disappearing message, so I cannot see your dog. Please send your dog again in non-disappearing message so I can see it on Khaleesi and Rhaegar. That's a good idea, but please send as attachment, not as disappearing message. And we are with almost 2,000 of you. We are talking about GameStonk. We are talking about the stonk right now. We're trying to get a Doge up here because if you guys wanted to send me your dogs, it's a good time. King Arnold, the hungry GME dog, is a dog that we're going to show off here. King Arnold, the hungry GME dog. He gets a place right here. Thank you so much for gracing us with your dog. Okay, so what are we looking at? Lord Weird Says Google seems to be wrong. Google says 120.40. Weird. That is pretty weird. Is this the first time that discrepancy has happened? Oscar Perez says, is the squeeze supposed to happen because it's still being shorted? I thought that they had closed out their positions, but did they lie and there are still shares in play? There are plenty of shorts not yet covered. Even the FINRA report seems to suggest this, although there is a significant delay in the FINRA report. As the last time that we checked, the short interest rate is at 60%. That is high. It's not as high as the 78 point blank percent that it was at the 2 weeks prior, but it is still very high. And with the DD that was that Josh so generously did, we know for a fact that a lot of shares have been shorted. Now, were there naked shares that were shorted? That's another question that the counter DD wants to challenge, right? It's important that we all do research that challenges each other so that we get peer reviewed and actually get the best answer. Okay, Geez Whiz says turn off share lending on your platform so that we can squeeze. This is important. We've already covered this. If you have Robinhood, the first step is to go ahead and go to your settings and turn your margin account into a cash account. Second step is to get off of Robinhood and use my link in the description to get WeBull yourself and be able to use this technical app. It's a lot cooler in my opinion. It's a lot better in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Coco Manga Productions, I only put $153 in GME. Would be fun to even see $200. I'm waiting. Coco Manga, I have a much higher entry point, so let's make it clear. I would like all of you to come pick me up because I have been waiting quite an amount of time. However, who knows how that is going to happen, right? Nobody on this channel is telling you to buy, sell, or hold. All of that would be a financial advisor's job, and I am not one of those. Let's see. So we got Steven Perzabluski. Hey, Andrew, I know we are big on GME today, but can you tell me what you think about ANTX and what happened to it and why it crashed so hard? Yeah, we can try to give it a shot. ANTX, I'm just going to spend like a second on it because I know most of you guys still want to continue talking about GME. So ANTX, also known as Anthem, it seems like it crashed. Doesn't seem like it crashed. Oh, no, this is the wrong stock. I don't know which stock is we're talking about if it's not on the New York Stock Exchange. Back to GameStop. Ask the question again. Codeine Boy, this is WeBull, and we are using WeBull because it is just a really good software, and it's entirely free. You can even get 2 free stocks for using it by clicking the link in the description below. Okie dokie. Digital Bulldog Ogas, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow to the price? I always resist doing price predictions because the risk reward is so bad for an influencer, a YouTuber who just wants to continue talking about stocks and continue educating about ourselves. I would say that if we do see a big dip, it is likely not a lot of cause to fear. It's not a lot of cause to get your panties in a bundle over. If you do see a big dip, it's likely because people are, one, still afraid that the DD that they're doing is not correct, and on the other side, it could be that the squeeze is just not yet ready to be squoze, and a lot of DD has been done on both sides. Harry Lewinson says, I tried to turn off share lending on eToro and they literally just said no. Thank you, eToro, for that. Wallace Frey, I use Fidelity and WeBull. Both are good, but WeBull has better tools and tracking. That is just one person's opinion that has already used both. I think that that's pretty good, and Wallace Frey is a big supporter of the channel. Thank you for saying that review for both. Nick Gangley says, I just wish WeBull releases an official API so we can get some hands on their data. Yeah, that's it's weird how companies don't want you to touch their data because data is king. Right, say data is king. There you go. Let's see. Roberto Gamma says, if we don't exceed the movement today, should we expect the jump on Wednesday? I don't know why we are expecting anything to happen this week because a lot of the DD doesn't support it. But you know what? I will do some more digging on RGME. Maybe we'll do it together to see if there's anything that we haven't actually caught up on. Let's go to RGME. Let's also go to the other subreddit. that is yet to be named, WallStreetBets. Let's look and take a note. There's Pixels DD right there. Here, you guys can look a little deeper. There's Pixels DD right there on WallStreetBets from 3 days ago. If you guys weren't aware, he joined the channel for his first, second, and last ever interviews because he's wanting to retire to the German hillside with his wife and his wife's boyfriend. FINRA report information, GME short fee up 1,500%. Wondering where to sell, set your sell limit for GME. Worried about missing the squeeze? Please read. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Let's see. Don't sell at a loss. Fundamentals for new traders. I think this will be interesting for you guys. And then finally, RKT. Some information about RKT. Okay, people have been asking about RKT. And then there's one person that says it's a DD about why the squeeze has not been squozed. Orphan Pipe, thank you for the super. You were mentioned on Trey's trades this morning. GG. Hey, we made it, boys and girls. We have made it into the big leagues. If you know Trey, Trey is a cool. Just gonna make me zoomed in again. Trey is a very cool trader, and he makes a YouTube channel as well, Gorilla Gain. If you guys are in here, we want to talk to you. Okay. Why the squeeze has not been squozed? I think this is actually a really nice way to be able to digest like this information while GameStop is still fluctuating on top. Let me just make this a little wider. One of you told me exactly how to do transformations without having to like go into the transformation itself. Okay, Hungry Howie says, FYI, I just subbed. Nice job, Andrew. I appreciate it. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. Oh yeah, this is just how big it is. Okay, how about I just go a little deeper? Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to transform, edit transform. If you guys are just joining us, all 2,000 of you in here, out there, we are talking about GME. We're talking about a couple of interesting articles about what is going on with GME. Let me change this one more time. We're almost there. Let's make it top 50. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Why the squeeze has not been squozed. And if that's too small, you can let me know. I won't bite. Why the squeeze has not been squozed. Just doing some actual live cropping as we speak. 100. There we go. Bear with me, apes. This is gonna be a long one. I don't want to block Meatball either when I read. Maybe I'll have to move myself like this. There we go. Okay. Why the squeeze has not been squozed. Bear with me, apes. This is going to be a long one. Technical similarities compared to last time. If you remember last time, that is the time that we commonly refer to in January. It was a gamma squeeze. That's been confirmed by both Melvin and a bunch of other people during the congressional hearing. That was not a short squeeze. It was a gamma squeeze. There is huge volume spike compared to this week's, and that coincides with a small price bump. Actually, I'm a little curious about whether or not this could be a good video by itself. Catalyst, the point, edit. Okay. Actually, yeah, this is a pretty good video. So let me just make this happen real quick. Let's get rid of this and this. Okay. So let me start here. How's it going, boys and girls? My name is Andrew, and this is Professor Meatball, and we are currently talking directly to you. We're talking about the question, why is the squeeze not squozed yet? We got some pretty good DD from 2 days ago in the weekend, and I think you guys are going to want to stay until the end to talk about it. So I'm going to move my face over here, and we're going to have both the price of GameStop over on the left-hand corner. It closed today at $119.50, and it is currently hovering around that price. And we are going to read this DD together. Now, bear with me, apes. This is going to be a long one. There are many reasons why the squeeze has not been squozed yet. Technical similarities compared to last time. If you look at the volume activity on the 13th to the 19th, there is huge volume spike compared to the previous weeks that coincides with a small price bump. It's actually big, but it's GME we're talking about, so they're speaking to relative terms. Then the volume decreases and the price levels off. Then on January 21st, Friday, we GME have the biggest volume it's ever ever had in a day. However, this only raised the price to about $70. The next few days volume that was not as high as the day, but still higher than the other days before and after, the price got about $150. Then on January 27th and 28th, that's when we see the price get to its highest point ever. But volume is only about half of what it was in the previous day. So after that, we all know what happened. Now compare that price and the volume action to now, and I think we have something similar. They think that the week's price action and potentially next week's and the volume coincides with the volume and price action of the 13th to the 19th, as it spiked from recent levels and the price has cooled off and stabilized. Another thing that we see is on the MACD, the 1-year chart had a bullish convergence. For those of you who don't know what that means, it means that the price action has started a bullish trend. The last time it did that on the 1-year chart was in early January when the squeeze was taking form. It's also very important to consider that the day of the week in this equation, because of how option expiry works, Fridays are going to be the worst days for the stock, as market makers will try to push it down so that they aren't obligated to exercise a larger number of options. So that's why today was pretty red, although not horribly. This was back submitted 2 days ago. Expect this to going in the future and keep that in the back of your mind. Another important point, similar market conditions. Look at the market conditions from last time and compare it to this time. SPX down massively, VIX up massively, then and now. Do you think that because the market correction is only because of the bond yields, even then JPOW promised no rate hikes for at least a year? No. It's because funds are having to liquidate other positions to cover GME shorts. Conflicting short interest numbers and comparisons to last time, the short interest numbers that are available are very conflicting. Some sites say it's 41%, which is still huge. Others say it's 15 to 20%. The issue with this is that sites are updated only 2 weeks or 1 month, so most of this data is reflective of the post-squeeze when the short interest was lower. However, Fintel updates the available short shares regularly, and yesterday it was 0 by 1 point, and it got up to 600,000, and it's been declining to about 400,000 now. This leads the poster to believe that the short interest has gone on massively because hedge funds are greedy people who don't learn their lesson, and that once it is updated, we will see a short interest that is back up sky high. Yeah, they bet that a few people are interested in this. The overarching thing to take from this is that there is still short interest, possibly massive short interest, and that short may have gone down significantly. This is exactly what happened last time, and continued movements in these patterns are exactly what we need. As a little sidebar, just look at AMC. It's also repeating the same pattern as GME. Is it this because AMC has the same short interest propositions as GME? Probably not. They think that AMC just rises with GME, but this is another interesting similarity to last time. Karen Smith says, I love your 2 squishies. I think this is my biggest squishy here. That's Professor Meatball. Let's see, just as a little Robinhood. As they said before, the reason that the stock went down last time was because of brokers restricting and buying, but not selling. Not because the squeeze was over and funds covered or put more downward pressure on it. They would bet that Robinhood and other firms will not restrict buying this time unless it goes above 1,000, because A, they are much more liquid than they are of now. This is true. They mentioned it in the congressional hearing. And B, they do not want another one of those press nightmares. Obviously, if it gets too high, they're going to have to restrict again. But they think that they are safe at this front until it gets higher than last time. They also want to point out that the CEO of Interactive Brokers even said on CNBC that the price of GME would have gone up to over $1,000 if the brokers didn't halt buying. So they don't underestimate their power. They just want to emphasize that if it gets sufficiently high again, they will undoubtedly have to restrict again. So any talk of this getting above 5 figures is unlikely to be true. And I even covered exactly what Josh, the Hey It's Pixel end game due diligence man thinks about $100,000. If you are surprised when GME goes above 500, do not be surprised when brokerages ram you. And we're not going to say the other word in that sentence. Short interest. Last time we undoubtedly had a short squeeze as short float was over 100%. This time it appears to be at 40%. Now this is interesting because this poster thinks that the last price change was because of a short squeeze. Therefore, there will probably not be a short squeeze like last time. However, because of options activity, there could be a gamma squeeze that could then trigger a short squeeze for these 40%. Interesting, because most people agree that the last time in January, the activity was due to a gamma squeeze. If this is the case, that makes them believe that there's significantly higher short interest than their websites are reporting. In this situation, however, the short interest is not as important as the options activity. How does out-of-the-money calls can multiply this? The reason why last gamma squeeze was because market makers had to hedge the massive OTM calls that were becoming ITM, meaning that they had to buy more shares, and buying is good for us. This means that the, hold on a second. Yes, however, at the time, the most OTM strike was something like 200 to 300, eventually getting up to over 500. Now, because of the last squeeze, we have OTM calls with strikes of 800. That means that if the price keeps going up, there's going to be a massive feedback loop of market makers having to continually cover that could lead to an even bigger squeeze than last time. Like I said above, a short squeeze like last time is unlikely because of the short float, but because of option activity and renewed interest in the stock, we could see an even bigger price hike due to the gamma squeeze that could also force the shorts to cover, which would trigger a small short squeeze. Think about it as like a couple of rockets that have to jettison one after another, and that is currently what we're dealing with. The catalyst. One of the most important things that they've learned about GME is how WallStreetBets reacts to its catalyst. This stock has shown us that it reacts very strongly to catalysts, especially the ones dealing with Ryan Cohen and leadership. As we know, the first one was triggered by Cohen becoming a large owner of GME. This current one was triggered by the CFO being ousted. That is still contentious, but perhaps partially by Cohen tweeting about an ice cream cone. As Andrew Left from this company said, he thinks that GME could dilute some shares and make an acquisition. This would hurt it very short term, but most probably lead to an overall massive growth after a small dip, because speculation interest on the stock would skyrocket. We also have the possibility of Ryan Cohen making more moves, such as hires, appointing himself CEO, acquisitions, more tweets, etc. Most of all, we have earnings on March 25th. This is something that Josh, Hey It's Pixel, also talked about in his DD. They're going to take a guess and say Cohen and the board will likely make some kind of announcement or statement that will lead to this thing running up massively. They believe that this would push this up to the highest level possible and could trigger the above mentioned short plus gamma squeeze. This would happen the next day, March 26th. That also perfectly coincides with the end of the month, which is when market makers would have to really start hedging against these super OTM calls, which would trigger a gamma squeeze. Quite honestly, because of WallStreetBet interest in this and the continued short interest on the stock, they could see that this happening every single time there's a catalyst, especially at the end of each month. Now, that's actually some pretty good news. If you were looking about dates, like specific dates where the squeeze could happen, this poster is starting to say that, you should actually just start thinking about how every month is a chance for the squeeze to happen. Will, thank you for the super chat at Uncle Bruce about podcast. He's down. He said email him. I want his email. Maybe I'll find it on his YouTube channel. Maybe when this video goes up, you guys will already see that cool collab. Okay, so that was the catalyst. The point of this is that it's not over. The squeeze will likely take longer than the first one, but could easily be much larger if people continue to hold in good times and in bad. This article makes great points about how it could take longer than the last squeeze, and you should read it if you want to. It's pretty short. The diamond handers who help after the first squeeze are getting rewarded during this one, and anyone who keeps holding will be rewarded in the next one. Hedge funds are undoubtedly on this sub right now spreading misinformation. Just know that these people have a lot of skin in the game and still massively exposed and vulnerable to even bigger squeeze. If we know anything, it's that Wall Street doesn't learn after it F's up like in 2008, and you can bet your butt that the funds still have massive short positions and won't sell until GME goes to zero or WallStreetBet puts the funds to zero. Thank you for the super solid snake. Love the content. What are your thoughts on Tesla? I'm very bullish on Tesla, but unfortunately right now it's pretty volatile. So let's see. Stay strong, apes. If the stock goes past 800, my wife's boyfriend has promised to let me sleep in the garage instead of under the deck. Not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just a dude with a small wee woo. So hopefully this video made a little bit of sense about exactly why the squeeze has not yet happened. It helps give you a little bit of context of when to expect deadlines instead of having a sense of that a deadline must happen by March 19th, which might be counteractive to the squeeze itself. Expectations is the thief of joy. Always remember to never invest more than you are willing to lose. And I think for now, but not for forever, have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay. So that is that, chat. Thank you for the super, Jordan Hart. Third super today. That's true. Thank you. I love the show. Try to get my dog Willis a shout out this morning. Pick in the DM. Oh, IG handle is Jordan_Hart_. Okay, let's check it out. Check out that dog. Jordan_Hart_. You guys would let me know if I'm lagging, right? Because my computer is freaking out. This is something that I will ultimately work on. Maybe I'm gonna upgrade to a bigger computer. I'm gonna follow Jordan back. Maybe I'll have to like live stream from like a. Maybe I have to live stream from like a PC, honestly. Okay, so let us find Jordan's request. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's give Jordan a chance to show off his dog. Willis is his dog's. Oh my God, Willis. Willis. Looking cute. Oh my goodness. That's very cute. Look at that. So adorbs. Well, Willis, thank you for gracing the chat with your presence. We are still talking about GameStop. In fact, we have an important note. Let's put Willis back up there. Stonk and Willis. Oh, look, the GameStop actually did adjust to match the Google price instead. So I think WeBull was the one that was wrong. Very suspicious. Well, this is Willis. Willis, you are going to grace the chat for a second, and then I'm going to read the don't sell at a loss article. This is some advice on fundamentals for new traders. Hey, this is kind of interesting. Okay. Don't sell at a loss. Remember, it's not a loss until you realize the loss. It's just an unrealized loss until you actually realize it. Okay, let's do this. I kind of need to like copy this, duplicate it. Lagging a bit. Yeah, lagging a bit for me. Yes, I want this to stop lagging. But ideal, because right now what it looks like is I'm lagging a ton. So as long as I'm not lagging a ton, then I'm happy. But if I am lagging a ton, I am not happy at all. Okay, so there we go. We put it there, and then we move this so that meatball can be seen. And now we have 2 new frames. Perfect. Okay, chop it. You are lagging. You def just started lagging when I asked for that. Uh-oh, that's my bad. Okay, give me a second, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my ice pack because this computer runs hot. Kevin Jang says, love your dog. Thanks. I appreciate that. You dropping frames. Yeah, I'm probably dropping frames. It's the curse of live streaming with this computer that literally doesn't like me. What can I turn off? Can I turn off some I'm not even running that many things right now. If you guys are just joining, we are currently working through some technical difficulties so that I can stop lagging, ideally. So give me a sec. It might just be inevitable, Mr. Smith. Mr. Anderson. It might just be inevitable. All right, meatball. Come on. Get you a treat. There's a lot of supers. We're gonna give meatball a treat. Okay. Dog is lagging. It's a bit laggy, not too bad. I'm laggy. I want to stop being so laggy. So if I'm gonna try and stop being laggy. If I can't, then we're gonna have to call it early today. But we did cover a lot of good stuff already. Let me just look at my own live stream and see how laggy I am. Okay, give me a sec, guys. 2,000 of you in the stream. Give this video a thumbs up. I can't even stream my own stream right now. I stream to stream with time gone by. Live stream from a Hackintosh. I am streaming from a Mac. Oh, a Hackintosh, like a VM or something. That would be cool. Let's see, freezing a little. It's okay, guys. We don't often freeze like this. Well. Okay. Let's see. Let's try to do this video. So we have a brand new. I think I'm better now. I think I'm better. It doesn't feel as laggy for me now. So we have don't sell at a loss. Some advice on fundamentals for new traders. Okay, so let's give it a shot. Let's see. How's it going, guys? My name is Andrew. That's Professor Meatball. He's here looking for a treat. And if you guys are looking for a treat as well, we are about to say thank you, Jacob Watroba, for the super. Astrologer Joni Patry says March 25th, 26th will be the squeeze. Astrologer? Like a person that believes in astrology? That would be interesting. Well, if you guys are also looking on some advice on what to do when you are at a loss, perhaps you bought in at GME when it was at its highest in January like me, or perhaps you are bought in when it was the highest a couple of days ago at 180. Well, we have a little bit of advice for you. This is not financial advice. This is just somebody's opinion on the internet, and I am not a financial advisor, but I did want to be able to share this person's opinion just in case this helps any of you. So Diamond Hand Ape here. I wrote some basic advice I'll repost here for any newbies who want to get in on the action, or anyone who bought high and is for whatever dumb reason thinking about paper handing. Paper handing is fundamentally bad investment practice, especially if you're a new investor. They'll explain why. Disclaimer. They've only been trading for a few years, and they only know this because they had a mentor in finance who taught them this stuff, and he hasn't steered him wrong yet. So take it for what it's worth. Based on the fact that paper handing is even an issue here, you apes clearly need this advice. Edit. There are fundamentals to the way that I trade, and obviously everyone's trading strategy is different. Note that this is a quantitative approach to investing, which does not encourage YOLOing. This is one way to invest, which does not require you to outsmart the general public by spotting opportunities value before the market does. I feel it's particularly relevant to the GME play. The ticker symbol is less important than what you do with it. There are other approaches which often require more experience, but I feel like this is the most accessible to new investors. GME is the hot stock right now, but this applies to everything. Well, everything that you don't think will go bankrupt or get delisted. New traders or people who are thinking about becoming new traders should read this. Especially if you're new, I think that you should follow these guidelines to avoid losing serious money on the stock market. This applies to all stock, not just GME. If you're experienced, it might also sound like I'm explaining at length why 2 + 2 = 4, but since a friend of a friend told me that he paper-handed on the GME, basically sold the dip, it feels compelled to tell him why that was a bad idea. I would encourage people to buy GME, but only with money you are willing to say goodbye to for a while. Edit. In addition, just to reiterate, keep plenty of money in reserve so that you can buy more if the stock goes down. By this, I mean never sell at a loss. Simply hold or buy more to bring your cost average down. All newbie investors, in my opinion, should adhere to this rule just in general. Buy stock prepared to ride into the ground, or don't buy it at all. Many investors, myself included, follow this rule religiously, not just with GME, but with all stocks. I have never lost money in the stock market because I never sold at a loss. I just held or bought more. COVID crashed the market while my portfolio was maxed out. I just held and was fine. You should have bought more. If everyone bought into GME with this mindset, I bet it would go to Pluto easily. If you sell at a loss, you are donating to the Save the Short Sellers Fund out of your own wallet. Just effing yourself over and betraying your fellow apes. And you're not even following sound investment practice. Just chain yourself to the rocket and enjoy. If you're thinking about investing so much that you'll wuss out, poop your diaper, or smash the sell button with shaking paper hands at the slightest hint of red, just don't. Emotion and the stock market do not mix well. Let's go and scroll down a little bit. Stop losses below purchase price are for pansies and genuine idiots. I'll sell you some stock, but only if you give me a bad enough price on it. Your plan should be buy when the stock goes down. If you feel like you need a stop loss, you're investing more than you should. Instead of being stupid, maybe try investing less and keep money in reserve so that you can buy the dips. Wow, this guy is being very, very this guy's being kind of obtuse. Side note, personally, in the case of GME, I don't have any limit sells either. From what I can tell you on past short squeezes, the price seems to go parabolic for at least half a day before coming back down. So as long as you can keep an eye on GME when it actually does skyrocket, you should have plenty of time. Set price alerts and relax. No need to shoot yourself in the foot by ditching the rocket mid-launch. Although, if you want to profit off of GME volatility, well, some people are getting shamed for taking profits, but I'm not sure they deserve it. As far as I know, buying low and selling high doesn't really help hedge funds. It drives the price up, just not as much as buying and holding. Personally, their philosophy, they can take baby profits anytime. Who knows when something like GME will happen again. So I'm holding 101 shares at cost average of $106 a share. So he really has only roughly $10,000 of GME. Want to get into the game now? You could always just buy a few shares and keep the rest of what you're willing to invest in reserve in case of a dip, and buy a bit more each time it goes down more, bringing your cost average down. Ideally, you should always have a loose plan for how much you will buy at each phase if the stock goes down to near zero. Always try to keep cash in reserve. Locked yourself in a high price? That's why you keep cash in reserve, so you can buy the dip and average down. Didn't keep any cash in reserve? Guess you're stuck waiting for one of these three things. 1. The short squeeze, which will likely, though not certainly, happen. 2. For the price of GME to rise naturally over years of the value of the company increases. 3. You get your hands on some more cash you're willing to say goodbye to bring your cost average down. Do not sell at a loss and you will never lose. This is some crazy advice. This is some like insane people advice, but technically it is correct. Unless the company goes bankrupt, a rare occurrence. This is why you don't put all your eggs in one basket, and you plan so even if you buy all the way until to zero, it won't swallow your portfolio. Also, if you've truly effed up and used money that you need for health insurance or something, you may just have to back at least partially out with your tail between your legs and consider it a lesson. Hedge funds and billionaires know this. That's why their wealth increased so dramatically during the pandemic. They bought the dip while regular folks paper-handed and got even poorer. One more little trick. If you manage to scoop up a nice juicy 100 shares, then even if your position goes underwater, you can always sell covered calls at above your average cost, bring down your cost basis, and make money off of your stock risk-free while still following the rule of never sell at a loss. Make sure that they are covered, i.e. you hold onto the actual stock for the duration of the call, otherwise it's extremely risky. Although if you sold even a covered call right this second, the risk would be missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime historic short squeeze. Bear in mind, though, it may take months for the squeeze to actually happen, and you'll need to be patient, like I said, say goodbye to your money for a while. Now, there is two important caveats that I think about this when I read it. One, money makes money. So if you want to invest money and then hold it in a place that doesn't make you any money, you have just lost out on the opportunity cost of investing in an asset that doesn't actually appreciate. So therefore, right now, if you are willing to say goodbye for your money for a long time, that's essentially the same as saying, hey, like invest in my Etsy shop or invest in my crazy startup idea and we'll make money eventually. Just say goodbye to your money for a long time. It's the same thing. Would you support your friend's crazy passion idea instead of actual strong fundamentals? 2, the idea that when you sell at a loss, you lose is only partially true. If you sell at a loss, you can take those losses from your taxes and then cut off parts of it until you actually make it back up. And that's actually a fair way to go about certain stocks. Now, therefore, what he is saying, selling the dip, is a very dumb thing to do, and you definitely don't want to do it too often. The main point of this article is to give you a couple of ideas of someone specifically passionate about never selling at a loss, and hopefully you learned a couple of things from this perspective. If you like this video, hey, I only ask that you like the videos that you like. Give this video a big fat like, give this video a subscribe, join the Meatball Army, the MBA, give this meatball a sub with the subscription button, also the bell button so you don't miss a single live stream, and I appreciate you guys being here. For now, but not for forever, I'll see you guys later. Peace. All right, so that video is about don't sell at a loss. I think my lag is almost entirely gone. Thank you guys for bearing with me, all 2,000 of you, 2,100 of you. Lord Weird says, if anyone heard me speak on that stream yesterday, I think I subconsciously hid my accent. That's true. What happened to your accent? Ken Fabio says, San Francisco Bay Area, possibly Andrew's neighbor. Ken Fabio, is that you with the car alarm outside all the time? Oh man, Stephen 4 Van W just signed on. What did I miss? Well, 6 minutes ago I was talking about someone's advice about never selling, and now I'm talking to you. So that's, I think, a positive upgrade in my opinion. Let's see. Here's a cool. This is in October, so it thinks that this price of GME is going to squeeze all the way down in October. That certainly sounds like a long time to wait. Too long didn't read. The train to Tendytown doesn't just fly by and force you to jump off a moving train. The train stops at Tendytown for a vacation. The best way to get this highest price is to delete your sell limits and wait until the squeeze is squoze. Okay, so they pulled some numbers. Okay, so they pulled some numbers for Volkswagen squeeze. Ah, gotcha. And now I can read. Okay, well, this is actually a pretty good video then. Let's. Aoib says, I like women. He likes a women. Let me just make sure I'm going to the chat right now. Will they moon in my lifetime? Well, you might just have to get some kids and maybe some AI to prolong your life. Ooh. Frank Mannion says, I'm serious. I hate stop losses. Don't get me started on trailing stop losses. Yes, we will not get you started because it sounds like you definitely have strong opinions about stop losses. Lord Weird is talking about his life. He lived in Lithuania for a while, learned to dull his accent to be more understood. By the way, Andrew, we lost you for about a minute. Oh, a whole minute? Am I back? Hopefully I'm back now. Let's see. Dana Holden, can you sell your profits for the day and keep investing, or should you just keep it in without selling? How would you keep investing if you sell your profits? So I think you're talking about like, I want to sell, but I want to immediately buy back in. That's the same as holding your position. So there you go. Also, but there's probably going to be some tax implications of that. You're going to have to pay taxes on the profits you make, and if you didn't hold them for a year, then you have to pay like short-term gains taxes, and then you're gonna have to do more stuff. It's gonna be kind of annoying. Scroll the post while you're chatting so we can reread. Let me see. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna read this all. Jack to the tits, says Dominix. Let's show that. What's up, Dominix? How's it going? Big Jug. Let's just look at a dog real quick, and then we'll go back to this article. This is a dog. This is specifically Jordan Hart's dog. Jordan's dog is called Willis. Let's look at him again. Cute dog, really nice. Let me see if I can get another dog real quick. Okay, we got Buddy, Border Collie. So this is Buddy the Border Collie. There we go. So we're gonna get Buddy on this video for now, and I'm gonna go read a couple more comments. Back to work. TTYL, thank y'all, says Ken Fabios. Thank you for coming in. Line Up says, lol, the squeeze and good times are always weeks away no matter what day experts discuss it. So true. Amen King says, Neo, any thoughts? I'm very bullish on the EV sector. I did a whole video about the EV sector, so let me know if you can't find it. It's like maybe 10 videos ago. It's like a 15-minute video about EV. People's like, is that a shrimp po' boy in your hand? Okay. Okay, people are asking what's going to happen on March 19th. I would watch like the last 3 videos I put out about March 19th. I took a bite of my sandwich because I haven't eaten lunch yet. Because I was live streaming on Max Maher's channel, and now I'm live streaming here. And now we're going to talk about wondering where to set your sell limit. Worry about the squeeze? Please read. Here we go. How is it going? Every single one of you in here and out there. This is Professor Meatball. This is my big old Stein. This is my shrimp po' boy. And we're here to talk about what to do if you have a sell limit for GME or if you're worried about missing the squeeze. We're not going to let you leave the Tendy station. Right here we have WeBull, the app showing the price at which GameStop closed today at $120.40. And we have some DD about from T to Williger asking, wondering where to set your sell limit for GME, worried about missing the squeeze? Well, please read. First off, welcome to Wendy's, where our advice isn't financial and our burgers are stuffed with crayons. This is an important point. If you like this video, make sure to like this video. If you want to join the MBA, the Meatball Army, give this meatball a sub all the way down in the description. The subscribe button and the bell button are waiting for you. And nothing on this channel is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I've been watching people recently scream 100K is not a meme into the void over and over again, so I decided to break out of my lurker shell for those of us wondering if 100K is actually a meme, aren't sure where to put their sell limit, and are afraid that they are going to miss the train to Tendy Town. If you've been wrinkling your forehead thinking about this, hoping a wrinkle will transfer into your brain, this is the post for you. So far, I love the ethos that Terwilliger has created for this post. They pulled some numbers from Volkswagen Squeeze to hopefully give some comfort to those apes who, like him, wandered around completely lost about where to set their sell limits. I know GME isn't Volkswagen, but if somebody can find me a closer comparison, that would be great. So onwards, here is a chart of the squeeze. I even set the date range up for you. Go take a look, everybody. And this is on Yahoo Finance. It's still loading. It's been loading for a good amount of time, but I will include this link in the description so that you guys can check out the squeeze as well. It's in the thumbnails of a lot of my videos. It's the one that says you are here. So they pulled some numbers from the chart, and they know they don't line up with the values from 2008, but they are accurate when used relative to one another. So here we go. The second, 263, third, 277. We go to 292, 287, 294, very consistently under 300. Then it passes 300. It's under 400. It is now at 398. High of 428 and a low of 382. This is not the squeeze, important to note. Then it goes to 358, then drops back to 277, 242. This is kind of like the lull before the storm because it gets real low, lower than when it started on October 2nd. And then October 27th, the Monday after Friday's low, goes to 520, 635 high. It then goes to 500. It then goes to 607, then it goes to 590 high, goes to 548 high, and that is the squeeze there. The stock then trades around $400 for almost another 2 weeks before starting to make its way back down towards pre-squeeze levels. So before the squeeze, the price ramps up to a peak on October 16th of $428 before crashing down over the next 6 days back to a low of $210.85 on October 24th, at which point the squeeze squoozes. Once squozen, it squoze for 5 days. If the price rises and crashes fast, it wasn't the squeeze. Please, put away your fears that you're going to miss the squeeze. If we get to the true squeeze, you'll still have time to take a nap and still not miss it. Even if you went on vacation for a week perfectly around the Volkswagen squeeze, you'll still have almost 2 weeks to sell at 80% of the squeeze average. Is 100,000 a meme? They have no idea, but it doesn't matter. The best way to get the highest price is to completely delete your sell limits and wait for the squeeze to squoze. That way we all get the best price. And we don't risk scrubbing the launch before takeoff. In addition, the hedge funds can see your sell limits and will use whatever information they can against us. Just delete them. Now, absolute worst case scenario is that you're in a coma for the squeeze and Papa Cohen drives you all the way to Tendy Town. Now, look around. Where is that lurker shell I crawled out of? Too long didn't read. The train to Tendy Town doesn't just fly by and force you to jump off a moving train. The train stops at Tendy Town for a vacation. The best way to get the highest price is to delete your sell limits and wait for the squeeze to squoze. Important disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Do what you want. So now I'm going to ask you guys, Do you think that Tendy Town is going to be a place that we're going to stop for like a week? We already know that Volkswagen is not a perfect analogy for GameStop. So therefore, if we can't even analyze how Volkswagen performs in correlation with GameStop perfectly, then can we even take this analogy at all? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know how you like the taste of hitting that subscribe button and that like button so that more apes can see this message and tell you what they think as well. Make sure to share this video and make sure to give Meatball a pet on the head by clicking one of the links down below, either starting an Amazon session with one of the affiliate links that costs you nothing but gives the channel extra support, and pressing the WeBull or BlockFi links down below to get yourself some free Bitcoin or some free stocks. For now, but not for forever. Hope you have a good one, and I'll talk to you later. Pole boy time. Peace. Okay, so we're still looking at the live chat here. Let me just read some of the live chat here. 2,000 of you. What's going on? We are strong. We are Meatball Army strong. Looks like Brendan McNamara. I am up 200% on GME, and I ain't selling until the money printer goes brrr. Stephen Joseph is trying to use the boys colon. That's an emoji that I put in for our members. So you would have to press the join button down below. It's right next to the subscribe button, and join as a member. Doesn't matter which tier, you'll get access to those emojis. To tell you what that looks like, it looks like this. It's a little emoji of me and Meatball. This man tricks me 24/7, always ends the stream, but it's not ended. That's just going to be a clip for the next video. Let's see. Lord Weird, it's not the boys, it's the boys with a Y. Byron R says, hey, from Philly. What about AMC? So AMC currently is looking pretty darn good. It's up 15% again. It's one of those beautiful 15% days that AMC had shown 3 of last week. And if you can actually look at the daily chart, all those 15% add up. 15% on this day, 15% on this day. Crazy high rise, meteoric rise to a meteoric sell-off, and then 50% again. So as of right now, this is just one of those classic 15% days for AMC. Looking real good. Looking real good for AMC right now. You see that I have just crazy amounts of resistance and support, and we have a lot of, unlike GME, there's a lot of parachutes in between the prices for historical support and resistances to fall back on. GME, on the other hand, if you look at it the same chart, on a daily level, there's a lot of resistance and support down below 60 bucks, and there's absolutely nothing. It's a free fall between 90 bucks and 60, right? Because we never stopped on the way from 60 to 90, we just went straight through. So if it ever dips too far below 90, like it almost did on Friday, we could be at a risk of dipping all the way below 60 again. That's one of the scariest things about GME right now. But you guys aren't afraid, because let me see if I can actually look at this. Nope, this is still loading. This is the Yahoo Finance for Volkswagen. Still loading. RKT. So if anybody invested in RKT these days? CEO of RKT forcing shorts to pay their own squeeze by March 9th. Okay, let's just give this a little quick read, because I know you guys care about GME more so than RKT, but RKT is actually up a pretty high amount. It's up 4% after hours, and it was up 11% on the day. William Donovan, thank you for the super. Hello, Andrew, Apes, and Diamond Hands. I sent you an email. Well, I will look at it. And if it's a business email, it should have been sent to andrewmobusiness@gmail.com. And if it's any other kind of email, just send it to dataleaptech@gmail.com. So, RKT founder, CEO, RKT CEO Jay Farner hates shorts almost as much as we do, and they're going to outline why this absolute Chad had planned for them. His company RKT Mortgage literally smashes every ER by a country mile, and he's tired of his stock being held down by these spineless cowards. This is kind of fun, actually. I kind of want to do a video on RKT. Let me see if there's some news on WeBull about RKT. Zax has a article about RKT. Oh, perfect. This is Yahoo Finance. Rocket Companies is not ready to blast off. Understanding Rocket Companies' unusual options activity. Oh. There's another Yahoo Finance? Perfect. That means I can read them all. Okay, so we need to read this story about RKT. And then we need to read this story. And then we need to read this story. And then ideally I do a technical analysis on RKT. But I just don't know a lot about it right now. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with these articles. Rocket Companies. So this one is RKT or SSTI, which is the better value stock right now, from Yahoo Finance. And then, there we go. And then understanding Rocket Company's unusual options activity. Okay, 2,000 of view. How's it going? Let's keep the energy level up. Doing a live stream right now. We're gonna figure out RKT. On Monday, shares of blah 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 blah. I'm gonna read this real quick. Understanding sentiment. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right, so that's Rocket, and then Rocket versus SSTI, and then Rocket. Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm gonna do a video now. 2,000 of you. Let's get going. Let's make this happen. 800 likes. Let's drop a like for Meatball. Let's drop a like for Meatball. Let's get going. The one says my po' boy looks so good. It is. It's getting colder as I speak. Okay. How's it going, guys? This video is gonna be about Rocket. RKT ticker symbol. It is looking at pretty hot. It's a pretty hot stock right now. So, okay, I want to start over. Excuse, pardon me. What is this? My hand is red. How's it going, guys? Today we're going to talk about RKT. That's a ticker symbol for Rocket, and we are having a little bit of extra fun news about shorts as well, which you guys have covered a lot of on this channel. Right now we have the WeBull application with RKT closing today at $24.30. It is up 11% on the day and is already up 5% more in after hours. So it's a stock to make sure to put on your watch list. We have an article on WallStreetBets about RKT CEO forcing shorts to pay for their own squeeze by March 9th. So RKT CEO Jay Farner hates shorts almost as much as we do, and they're going to outline exactly what this absolute Chad has planned for them. His company, RKT Mortgage, literally smashes every ER by a country mile, and he's tired of his stock being held down by these spineless cowards. Farner is going to actively go to war with them, Elon style. Let me outline how this mega CEO is going to force the shorts to squeeze themselves by March 9th. Farner, along with the company founder Dan Gilbert and the leadership team, own 95% of Rocket Companies. There's currently 113 shares outstanding. 38% of these shares are short, and CEO founder own 95% of the $2 billion float. Note this for later. So let's do a quick math lesson. 38% of 115 million is 43 million shares short. Now the fun part. In their most recent investor meeting, RKT rolled up to the short store like the dancing pallbearers, introduced a $1.11 share special dividend to be paid to anyone holding RKT stock by March 9th. That could be you. So what does this mean for the shorts? Well, we've arrived at the BDE moment. Shorts have to pay the dividend. Shorts have to pay $1.11 for every share that they are short on March 9th. Yes, I know, Meatball, this is exciting. Buyback program. What else was in that juicy investor conference? Wait for it. $1 billion buyback program. See, RKT makes so much money they can afford to not only have a special divvy, but a $1 billion share buyback. I'm telling you, this man is going to go to the trenches and clearing the shorts out by himself. Too long didn't read. RKT was supposed to RKT has been suppressed for way too long. The company owns 95% of the shares, and Jay Farner / Dan Gilbert hates shorts, and they have diamond nuts. They aren't leaving. Shorts have to cover their 43 million shares, or they are forced to pay $1.11 per share they are short on March 9th. Also, if you can't do math, if you buy shares and hold through March 9th, it's an instant 5% return via the special dividend. Also, be careful. I'm not trying to tell you to go buy it before March 9th. I'm just saying that this is some DD that someone on Reddit has created, and now we are looking into it. This is the kind of content you can find on this channel. So that's why that subscribe button is waiting for you. Join the MBA. The Meatball Army is waiting with you for open arms. So let's also read a couple of articles, one about RKT or SSTI, which is the better value stock right now, and this one that we're going to start with, understanding Rocket Company's unusual options activity. On Monday, shares of Rocket companies saw unusual options activity. After the option alert, the stock price moved up to $23.84, and we see that it closed at $24.30. Sentiment bullish. Option type sweep. Trade type call. Expiration date the March 12th. Strike price $24.50. Volume 1,000 and open interest 161. 3 ways option activity is unusual. Exceptionally large volume is one way options activity can be considered unusual. The volume of options activity refers to the number of shares contracts traded for a day. Open interest describes the unsettled contracts that have been traded but not closed by a counterparty. In other words, for each contract buyer, there must be a seller. A purchase contract remains open until a seller closes it, and vice versa. When a contract has an expiration date in the distant future, it is generally another sign of unusual activity. Usually, additional time until a contract expires allows more opportunity for it to reach its strike price and grow its time value. Time value is important to consider because it represents the difference between the strike price and the value of the underlying asset. Contracts with a strike price far from the underlying price are also considered unusual because they are defined as being out of the money, OTM, or above the strike. This occurs when the underlying price is under the strike price on a call option or above the strike price on a put option. They're essentially the opposites. These trades are made because the underlying asset value is expected to change dramatically in the future, and the buyer or seller can take advantage of greater profit margin. Understanding the sentiment here. Options are bullish when a call is purchased at near ask price or a put is sold at near bid price. Options are bearish when a call is sold at near bid price or a put is bought at near ask price. These observations are made without knowing the investor's true intent by purchasing these options contracts. The activity is suggestive of these strategies, but an observer cannot be sure if a bettor is playing the contract outright or if the options bettor is hedging a large underlying position in common stock. For a latter case, the bullish options activity may actually be less meaningful than the exposure a large investor has on their short position in common stock. Trading positions with these strategies. Unusual options activity is an advantageous strategy that may greatly reward an investor if they are highly skilled. But for the less experienced trader, it should remain as another tool to make an educated investment decision while taking other observations into account. So there gives you a little sense of what people are looking at when they mean suspicious options activity. And finally, you know you have options, Rocket or SSTI, which is the better value stock right now? Well, investors looking for stocks in the technology services sector might want to consider either Rocket Companies RKT or ShotSpotter, which is SSTI. But which of these two stocks is more attractive to value investors? We're going to have to take a closer look to find out. Everyone has their own methods of finding great value opportunities, but our model includes pairing an impressive grade in the value category of our style score systems along with a, that's too big. Everyone has their own methods for finding out great value opportunities, but our model includes pairing an impressive grade in the value category of our style score system with a strong ZAX score. The proven ZAX rank emphasizes companies with positive estimate revision trends, and our style score highlights stocks with specific traits. Rocket companies have a ZAX rank of 2 buy, while ShotSpotter has a ZAX rank of 4 sell right now. Investors should feel comfortable knowing that RKT likely has seen a stronger improvement to its earnings outlook than SSTI has recently, but this is only part of the picture for value investors. Value investors are also interested in a number of tried and true valuation metrics that help show when a company is undervalued at its current share price levels. The value category of the style scores system identifies undervalued companies by looking at a number of key metrics. These include long favored PE ratio, PS ratio, earnings yield, cash flow per share, and a variety of other fundamentals that help us determine a company's fair value. RKT currently has a forward PE ratio of of 12.01, while SSTI has a forward PE of 223.89. We also know that RKT has a PEG ratio of 1.2. This popular metric is similar to the widely known PE ratio, with the difference being that the PEG ratio also takes into account the company's expected earnings growth rate. SSTI currently has a PEG ratio of 11.19. Another notable valuation metric for RKT is its PB ratio of 6.82. The PB ratio is used to compare a stock's market value with its book value, which is defined as total assets minus total liabilities. For comparison, SSTI has a PB of 15.6. These are just a few of the metrics contributing to RKT's value grade of B and SSTI's value grade of D. RKT stands above SSTI thanks to its solid earnings outlook, and based on these valuation figures, we also feel that RKT is the superior value option right now. So you have 3 different pieces of information in this article. 1, suspicious options activity. 2, the fact that their metrics are standing behind RKT as opposed to other value buys. And 3, the fact that March 9th appears to be a date in which the CEO of RKT is going to pull some shenanigans, and you could end up making it big just by buying in before the dividends are paid. But what do you guys think? I want to know in the comments down below what you are thinking about RKT. Do you think that it is going to be a good buy right now? And just know for a fact that the amount of conversation you have down below is going to be investments in your education in the financial space. And if you wanted to continue that investment, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button, because that's the first step into investing into yourself. And make sure that you hit that bell button so that you don't miss out on a single live stream. If you want to check out being part of the Meatball Army, the join button is right next to it, and join the memberships and get flares during live streams. And check out a couple of the links down below, because those all help to support the stream. For now, but not for forever, hope you guys have a nice day. Peace. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna jam with you guys for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna be done. Okay, let me gonna check out the live stream chat. Nice water drool, my boy. Meatball, are you drooling on the ground, or was I drooling? Christine says, hi, didn't the DD referencing March 19th also say GME stock could dip as low as $50 before a big play? What do you think? Yeah, a dip is to be expected, right? Right now we're celebrating. We like that the stock is moving upwards in the world, but a dip could be expected very soon, because 1, we are giving these paper hands a lot of expectations, a lot of comfort that everything's going to be fine very soon. Unlike the fact that it's probably not going to be fine very soon. So that is the biggest problem there. My boy Andrew lagged. Why am I lagging so much? I need to figure that out. I am getting a wired connection. Should be arriving today from Amazon. If you do shop on Amazon quite a lot, I mentioned before that you can go and start your session with an affiliate link, and you don't even have to buy that product. You can just go ahead and buy whatever you want, because that still supports the show and at no cost to you. Let's see. Neo is playing games with me today, says Vanessa Zamaripa. Let's see. Buds and Booze. James, I'm Buds and Booze on almost all social media. You can PM me if you like. Well, there it is. Buds and Booze right there. Red Trop Wallace, I'm just trying to invest some spare money. I have 200 here, 200 there. Is it worth to try and make money off AM series GME? AMC and G. Well, first of all, that's financial advice, so I can't tell you. But my opinion on AMC and GME is that $200 is not going to be a big play. It's not going to be like a huge investment in GME or AMC. It's not going to be a huge like buffer for the hedge funds to try to fight against, and it's not going to be that big of an issue if you paper hand later either. We talked about how you even at one share of AMC or GME could end up mooning big time. So there you go. If you do want to go up to the moon, if you do want to become part of the adventure, say you were part of history, I would, just for the novelty, right? But that's just my opinion, not financial advice. Lord Weird out here moderating and commenting. Very cool. Slingston says your network connection is not the problem. The problem is your CPU computer laptop setup. Please tell me more, because I really don't know. I don't know why I lag so much. Omar says, what's up? You drink a boatload of water, dude. I really do. Why do I get so thirsty? Oh, man. Lighten up. What's my email address again? Please send all business inquiries to andrewmobusiness@gmail.com. Do not send any DD or anything else other than business inquiries. And send every other kind of email to dataleaptech@gmail.com. Let's see. Eric Jenigan says, I noticed that you have your own self-profanity filter, but there are many browser add-ins that remove, change, blur out profanity. Oh, cool. It's mostly because the YouTube machine learning algorithm is really good at picking up like words that are swear words. So that's why to not be demonetized, it's a lot harder for the bot to tell that I'm putting up swear words like in text. But yeah, I should look into that. My dog is dead. Meatball, are you dead? Doesn't even want to look at me. Oh man. No, he's fine. Look at him. Let's see. What are my PC specs? This is just a regular MacBook. Let me tell you about this Mac. It is a 2.3 gigahertz 8-core Intel Core i9, 16 gigabyte memory, and in terms of graphics, 4 gigabytes AMD Radeon Pro. With an Intel UHD graphics 630. I don't know what that means. I'm not a big hardware guy. Okay, yeah, Michael Lee, tell me what I can upgrade. Michael says, nothing I can do about a MacBook. There we go. That's what I thought. Spyro says, any dongs? Yeah, I want to show some dongs. Dogs. What? You guys got me again. I don't want to say dongs. I want to say dogs. Groovy Akiba sent me some dogs. Look at those dogs. He also said I should play some music. You can always just listen to music while my live stream is on. I don't want to like force you to listen to a specific kind of music, so that's why I don't play any music. Okay. Oh, L. Randall, thank you for the super. Just like said, it's not your PC, it's wired and your internet provider making you lag. Okay, that's the opposite of what someone else said, but that's why I'm getting a wired connection for my MacBook soon. Time to upgrade. Too much power in the chat. Stonks, ape strong. That's true. Lamal dongs, got him. Michael Lee, I'd look into a new 30 series laptop, 1500 for like a 3070. Are you talking about PCs or MacBooks? Sorry, I say PCs because of the old commercial. I'm a Mac and I'm a PC, not because MacBooks aren't personal computers either. So these are Doges from Instagram. We're looking at Doge. See, YouTube sometimes blurs dongs, but not all the time. CJC says, I don't know if you answered this, but how do you get your work done for your day job, live streaming for us all the time? It's because I am very good at multitasking. But also at the same time, data science is a job that you can easily bundle up and work on. Like I work in pretty late into the night, so that's why constantly making moves when it's time, when it's not really work hours time. Let's see how many subscribers we're talking about. We started the day off with like 20,000 and change. We recently got to 22,000. We're now at 22,444. You guys are lagging. Let's get that sub count up. Let us get that bread together. Bring that subscriber count up. Let's go. Okay. Doge sounds like something my wife's boyfriend is always talking about. Dongs are always something my wife's boyfriend is talking about. Doge. Michael Lee says Mac is luxury accessories brand that has crap software, so you should use them for single projects, but for multitasking, go for PC. Yeah, I'm starting to agree. Okay. Oh man, my nose. People are saying, bro, your videos are good, but can you improve the sound of your videos? I'm using a Yeti. I'm using a Blue Yeti right now, so maybe I'm mixing the sound incorrectly. So is there? What do you guys think about the sound quality of these videos? Because I want to know how to improve. But this Blue Yeti should be a good microphone. Lord Weird, you should not ease up commenting while modding. I want you to comment as much as you want to. I was just admiring the fact that you're able to moderate and comment at the same time. This is Paxson. He's a Great Dane. He hangs out in the office and listens to this stream with me. This is all the way back on Thursday. So if you are nitterific, sorry it took so long, but here is your dog. And that's Nitterific with Paxton, or Paxson, the Great Dane. So cute. And that's the dog that we're gonna have to end on today, because we are out of topics to talk about. We talked about Rocket. We talked about whether or not you should sell at a loss. We should talked about all of the counter DD today. We talked about a good amount of stuff. People say, oh yeah, let's see what people say. Sounds fine. It's just your fan. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll just move the. You know what I'll do? I'm just gonna move the microphone further away, like all the way over here next time, and that way it's the sound will be better. Thank you for that good feedback. How many complaints do you get about sound quality? Probably not much. You have a PS5? No, I don't have a PS5. It's my MacBook trying to grind. Michael Lee giving me some more information about computers. Probably longer. Actually, HD processing is getting more efficient and cheaper. Switch to SSDs. Look into PC Mac laptops. I want the MacBook with the M1 chip. That sounds really cool. Slingston says, Angie, if you can hang your mic above you, it would help the sound, because if you move your face left to right, the sound does change. Thank you for that. I do want a mount. I think I'm just gonna shell out some change for to mount it on my desk, and then I'll use the same microphone. Bullish community poll, GME versus AMC. I did that before, but I included AMC and GME in the same in categories. So I'm trying another poll right after this. Yeah, I need a gate for the fan noise. Is this better? Because I moved the microphone over here now, so it shouldn't be as loud as it was like a couple of seconds ago. Oh yeah, I could have just done this. There you go. Boop, boop. Okay, now we have Doge. Avoxier says it made it worse. Oh no, it's worse now. Put mic on a towel. Blue Yetis are good, but they pick up everything. That's fair. Let's talk about bongs. The fan is louder now. Okay, good. Okay, fan is louder now. Let's put it back on this computer. It's because it's on a different desk over here. I will figure this out. You guys don't have to worry about this. My wife, Adrix says, my wife and her boyfriend call me. How did you get into my house? And this is illegal. Don't touch me. All right. So I do have a pop filter. It's pop, 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 pop. I'm talking to the pop filter right now. I do have to go. Is your wife's boyfriend DFV? Yes. The DFV is everybody's wife's boyfriend. If you guys like this video, you know what to do. Drop a like in this video. Of course, you already did. Drop a subscribe if you want to follow me for more. And I'm off. I'm off for the day. I'm gonna clip a couple more videos. You guys are gonna see that. You guys are gonna turn on the bell because the notifications are fun. Click the links in the down below to support the channel. You guys are already doing great, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. And for now, but not for forever, keep being you, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. All right? Have a good day. Peace.